Danny Green killing us, bro.
We live.
We live? Is it live?
Danny
See anybody in here yet?
What's going on in this show, man?
I wonder if anybody else gonna feel like how I feel right now.
What's that? Like trash?
No, I actually don't. I'm actually encouraged.
You gotta do an intro.
Yo, hold up. Raj, really? Raj is the first person they told me we live?
Right.
Yo. All right, well, let's get this started right. Welcome to the Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. You got Ethan, Tim, and Wayne in the building tonight. A disappointing loss tonight for the Sixers, but you kind of, if we keep it a being, we wanted to get a split when we playing without Embiid down there in Miami. Miami did what they were supposed to do. But that being said, I know I might be in the minority, but I actually feel encouraged by the way they played tonight. I feel like if Embiid comes in and he plays like regular Embiid, I think that we beat them at home the next two games.
We won't win a game without Joel Embiid. We won't win.
I agree with that part. I agree with that part.
Man, I hate the fact that we dug a hole like this. Did they try to have some fight in them? Yeah, I wish they would have. When your team, when you know you're missing the superstar and your back is against the wall, I think from the beginning, you see how they close the game out all aggressive? I think you have to start the game out like that. You have to be very aggressive, trapping, full court press from the beginning in order to try to swing momentum and get some turnovers, just get everybody rolling, try to get a quick lead or something like that, because teams play different when they behind and when they in front. They in front, everybody feeling good, everything going in. But when you behind, things can get a little tight. You can get a little tight thinking, I don't want to lose to this team without Embiid, but we didn't start off like that. We feel like we was behind the entire game. Harden came out early trying to score, but it just felt like after a while it just caught up to him. He just couldn't keep doing it. He even tried a mid-range, and it was way short. His shots are looking very flat. Maxey fought. He tried all he can do. And Paul Reed is just a sucker for a pump fake. He's a sucker for a pump fake. I mean, is it because he didn't play all year? He didn't get, like I keep saying, his inexperience is showing. His inexperience is showing. If he'd have played all year, it would have been different. I don't know. He is playing against a good player in Bam Adebayo, but he makes a lot of mistakes. Rebounds at the end, we couldn't get a board. It's a whole lot going on here. Without Embiid, I don't see us winning the game. We fought hard, but if Embiid don't play game 3, why even come back?
I agree with that.
Yeah. I'm like Wayne. I feel a little bit encouraged by the game too. I do believe we're gonna win. Host serve at home. I think we will win Friday, and we're gonna win again on Sunday. I saw some things that I did like. I mean, we wanted aggressive Miami Maxey, as Ethan would say, and we got it tonight. He scored 32, 34 points. He was very aggressive from he picked the spots. I thought early on he wasn't as aggressive, but towards the as the game progressed, he got real aggressive, and I was encouraged by that. Danny Green and George Niang, they were terrible tonight. I mean, they were. If one of them showed up, we'd have been all right. Neither one of them decided that it was okay to show up today. So now you got all your small forwards. Thibault gives you nothing. Niang gives you nothing. And then Danny Green's not giving you nothing. That's one of the most important positions that you got on the court, and you're getting zero productivity from them in this series. So, I mean, just to be in the game throughout the game was encouraging. But I like what I saw with Maxey. I think if we get this from Maxey, did y'all see the trapping? They was tripling James Harden like that. I mean, he was being triple. It's hard for you to sit there and complain about James Harden at night when you saw the defense.
He was getting triple team when he ran in the lane and was trying to get a foul.
No, they was triple.
No, they started trapping up top too.
They trapped him early on, man.
Because he do what he do, and he just dribble. He just dribble. That's why he's easy to trap. And you got long defenders like you got Bam and Jimmy coming at him with the trap.
No, but it's not just because he dribble. Like they was trying to play it where they it was like a soft trap, but they was also trying to jump out and play defense on a swing out there. But I mean, listen, if the Sixers, if these three, Tobias, Harden, and Maxey, and I know they even saying Maxey got scored this much. If they could play at this same rate and Embiid comes back after sitting out for a week, I have every confidence that we're going to win the next 2 games. I do. I mean, and that's not me being a homer or nothing else. Like, I didn't like how they played the first game. I thought if they came out and played that same way, first of all, Doc still started DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, DeAndre Jordan got hype early on, but then we saw in the second half when he came out with him again, Bam Adebayo from the jump attacked him in them old legs and left him standing there and got an and one on him.
He's totally
and real quick, I agree, man. I do think Paul Reed could be. I'm not saying he could be as good as Bam, but I think he could be that type of player if he's developed.
Bam, I don't know. I don't see Paul Reed as a starter in the league. I do see him as a good role player, giving you some minutes coming off the bench. But as a starter at that level, I don't see it yet personally. He doesn't have a lot of moves around the basket. He's not as explosive as I first thought. Maybe because of how he's playing in limited minutes. He don't have a lot of moves around the basket yet. I mean, he can develop. He can develop. So we'll see. His shot doesn't look that good either. But again, things he can work on. But I agree with somebody said, I'm sorry, I can't find it right now, but somebody said Thibault, and they said somebody else was unplayable. Niang. Yes. Thibault had 21 minutes or 22 minutes and didn't give you one shot. Now, this is my point about a player like Thibault. When you need a basket and when you need a bucket, you can't even pass to him on the floor. It's like playing 4-on-5.
Yeah.
So, yes, he is unplayable because, first of all, he wasn't playing that great of a defense.
Hey, that's what I was about to say. Where's at least we shut down Thibault that you could throw on and limit Tyler Hero. Like, he does nothing.
But okay, you limit Tyler Hero, but he's kicking to somebody else that's hitting the three.
No. So, I'm agreeing with you. What I'm saying is Thibault didn't even do that. You know, that's what I'm saying. At least if he could do that, at least if he comes in and you know Thibault's going to come here and he's going to offset Tyler Hero and limit what he does, then that gives you a chance because Tyler Hero, I think, isn't he the leading scorer or he one of them off the bench?
Y'all don't get to say y'all hate Thibault. My bad, Tim. Y'all don't get to say y'all hate Thibault because y'all was on here screaming for Thibault to stay. Y'all don't want Thibault to go in no trades. Y'all want Thibault.
Who are you talking about?
No.
Who you talking about?
Everybody in the chat, they love Thibault. Philly loved Thibault. I think I was the only one. Maybe Tim was saying I'm not too impressed with Thibault. When you love Thibault for a minute too, but that's neither here nor there.
I don't think I ever loved Thibault.
In this playoffs, he's been unplayable.
They said that Joel Embiid is feeling a lot better. They said he's progressing, so most likely he will play Friday. And then I'll be happy if I never saw DeAndre Jordan on the basketball court ever again because he's not a good player anymore. And clearly, one of the great things about Bam is that he's able to play outside and inside. Wait till Joel gets there.
they time it out. Right. Hey, I don't. Hey, Raj is really upset about that Toronto thing, man. Listen,
but wait, hold, Raj, don't come here talking. Where was you at the last couple games? Where was you at the last game, Raj?
He talking smack too.
Yeah,
last time we got to the conference finals, 2021. I know exactly when.
Go look at the Toronto post game. 2001 when we sent y'all home then too. When we sent Vince and them home crying.
When Vince decided to show up, he went to his graduation instead of making sure he got the flight. Hey
Raj, what they talking about on the Toronto post game show?
Hey, Jamar, go ahead. My bad. I'll address
Jamar. Go ahead.
Hey, Jamar, I do understand. I do understand how people's opinion can change, but you got listen. Ride with him. He might be going through a slump or something like that. You know, listen, I took the heat for Ben Simmons until he got traded. Remember, I was the Ben Simmons hater, was the Twins hater, and all that. Ride with your man. Ride with him. He'll be here next year. He ain't going nowhere. Hopefully, he can develop a jump shot. To me, he isn't. He's athletic, but he isn't. I want to say coordinated enough. You see him attacking it. He could dunk, but he don't have no moves. His dribble, he's stiff. I don't really see great offensive in him. His best thing he could do is work on the 3-point shot.
Hey, Alex Dickinson, you said, am I Dixon? You said I'm going to hate on the Heat. I don't think y'all that great. If you're a Heat fan, y'all should be blowing the Sixers out the water when it shouldn't even be close as it was. You got the MVP, the league leading scorer, not playing. The Sixers should be nowhere with that Dretch we got on the court right now. Y'all should be mopping us. Y'all should be mopping us. It shouldn't even be a chance of the Sixers sniffing the game. When Embiid comes back, if he comes back game 3, y'all getting sent home. Trust me.
They said Embiid is most likely. What does that say? Nobody said Embiid is most likely playing Friday. I don't know.
He said he was playing Friday. I don't know if he got cleared.
Said that? Who said that?
I don't know if he got cleared.
Doc in his press conference yesterday said that he's feeling a lot better, and so he got to go do the What I was listening, they say he got to go through the protocols. Like first he's gonna do
concussion
protocol some more. He's gonna do the treadmill. Then he's gonna do like the bike first and the treadmill. Then he's gonna keep every day. You got to pass certain tests to be ready to go Friday. They say during the game, one of the announcers said that yesterday was the first time he was able to look at his cell phone. But Embiid exaggerated everything. So who knows?
The first time he would look at himself. What did he say? First time he look at himself?
Because of concussion, like it probably the bright light,
the brightness of the cell phone. Yeah. That was cap, but it was they reported it anyway.
Well,
if nothing else, can we agree that it shows how important Joel Embiid is with people that want to try to downplay him being an MVP
my thing is though. Be honest with you, we don't even have a reliable backup for him. Now, I'm not hyping this dude up, but I think if we had Andre Drummond, it would probably be a little more competitive. What's the dude we had like last year?
I agree.
My dude from last year that went to Chicago,
the White House. What you talking about?
What's his name, Tim?
You talking about Bradley?
Yeah.
And we had Bradley. Hold on. How do we know Bassey couldn't be that? If he would have let Bassey get some playing time, he never let Bassey touch the court.
I agree.
We have no reliable number 5. Paul Reed is not a 5. My other man is a shell of himself. So it's multiply missing B because it's no replacement. You know, man, it's nobody even fill in there and give you good minutes at that spot, man. It's bad. So
I want to see how Bam is once he goes against Embiid on Friday and Sunday, because Bam looks like an all world right now. I mean, he ain't missing no free throws. He's getting putbacks. He's
gonna foul out against B.
He's playing bully ball right now against him. He's running all around DeAndre Jordan.
All y'all Miami fans, I want y'all to hype up Bam on Friday and Sunday. Let me see, is he the same productive player that he's been in the series?
See, my only problem is when we go to the bench, we got issues. We got issues, fellas. As much as we don't want to look at, we got issues when it go to subbing anybody after 5 is a problem. Starter is a problem.
That's a legit concern what you're saying, but this is what I'm saying is you take Embiid and what he brings. So if you put Embiid in there, first of all, the minutes he's going to take up. Now DeAndre Jordan's minutes is not there. Paul Reed plays less minutes, or you can bring Paul Reed in other aspects and other areas. But even though we know Doc won't do it, I would love to see a Paul Reed at power forward and Embiid at center at certain times, and then maybe slide Tobias down to the 3 or something like that to get a bigger lineup.
I'm worried about even with B playing. Hit your shots, Danny Green. Hit your shots, George Niang.
I agree, but don't you think that they would get even more open shots if it's Embiid in there? They would
be open.
It don't matter. They gotta hit them shots. I mean,
they do. They do.
What's more open?
The start of the third quarter.
Anything more open is practice.
Look, the start of the third quarter, we cut the lead to 4 points. Danny Green missed 3 wide open 3-pointers. Then he missed a dunk by himself. I mean, he was, I don't know if he got scared to death, but he missed the dunk. Then he turned the ball over. Then he got all hustled on offensive. I mean, this is really the Danny Green game. This was him. He caused us a lot this game. And Doc played him too much.
Starscream said, good looking out, Starscream too on the super chat. He said, Doc said he doesn't know if Embiid will play Friday since he hasn't cleared. If he doesn't play Friday, why play?
If he don't play, the series is over.
Oh yeah, if he don't play, then
I mean, that's all bets is off. If he's not playing, I don't think any of us thought that we had a chance to win. The hope was that they would cause a split. Somehow this roster without Embiid will force a split. Somehow they would force a split, and then Embiid come back in game 3. But if Embiid doesn't come back, there's no way they even win a game, like Ethan said.
Doc said we'll be ready for game 3.
He's playing like possum.
Hey, Triplet 3. I actually, the funny thing is, I thought we should have went and got Victor Oladipo before he went to Miami last year when he was hurting in Indiana and all that. And then I think didn't he go to Houston or something for a minute? I thought the Sixers should have brought him in, take a chance on him.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. Even with Embiid next year, even if we don't get around, if we lose, the lack of talent and athleticism on this team
on the bench
is the whole team. The whole team in general is a serious problem.
You're not going to win with no athleticism.
No athletes. The talent is bad on this team. We really need an overhaul. I don't know what their vision is for this team, but whoever's vision was to even put this team together in the beginning is bad. Toby's not who's out. The only athlete we got in our starting 5 is
Tyrese.
It's Maxey. It's and we don't have no athletes on the bench.
Oh,
it's terrible. It's terrible. We really got to look into the organization, like who's picking these players, who's drafting these players. It's bad.
Well, guess what? Bad. Well, considering that this season is still going for that right now, I'll get into that in the off season. But as of right now,
you're right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not. We see what the off season. Morey gonna have to earn his money. I mean, we're gonna see where the offseason go. But as regards to, I honestly really do. I don't fear Miami. I don't fear Miami if we have a healthy Joel Embiid. I'm not even saying he like miraculously healed thumb and everything. Even with his thumb being bent, as long as he's not concussed, Joel Embiid in there, I don't care if he got the face mask or anything else. There's nobody on their team that can check him, and it causes a mismatch throughout the lineup. So
I hear you, but you're going to need more than him. They two. Go ahead.
You're saying you're going to need more than them. If you have a night where, but if you tell them out, if Embiid gives you his 25 to 30 points, and you put that in there with Harden 20, with Tobias 21,
Harden ain't give you 20. Harden ain't give you 20 in like 11 or 12 straight playoff games.
That ain't true.
Yes, it is.
He gave us 20 today.
He gave us 20 in the first series. He gave us 20. He gave us in the first game.
Where Harden had.
When Maxey had one of them games, Harden scored more than 20. They said he ain't scored more than 23, which was his average coming in.
Okay, 23. He scored more than 23 in 11 straight.
Yeah, but like I said, if you telling me you can get 20 something, if you can get mid 20 something from one of them 3, Maxey, Harden, and Tobias, if you can get mid 20 something from one of them and 20 from the other 2. And give me what Embiid gives me, I think that we beat any team.
So you think with a beating floor, you're going to get every game you can get 20 from Harden, 20 from Harris, 20 from Maxey, and 30 from B every game. That's what you need to win.
Yeah, I do think you can get that. That kind of if you tell me I could get 60 points between them 3, yes, I do think that you can get that.
I agree. But you're not going to get that. That's more than 60. That's 30.
No, 50, I'm saying you said 20. You said 20 from the other 3. You said 20, 20, 20, and then what Embiid gets
60.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that you can get 60 points from those 3.
I think if you get that from them every game, you can win every game. But I don't think you're gonna get it.
But we have the highest scoring starters. It's just when it comes to the bench, it all goes to it's a bad.
Yeah, it goes down the drain, right?
Yeah.
It goes down.
We'll see. If Embiid plays, I feel the way that I feel. If Embiid, I'm very objective, Alex. I do. I think that if we have Embiid, there's no chance. But y'all have nobody that can stop Joel Embiid. So if Embiid is, I think if Embiid was healthy, I picked the Sixers to win in 6. If Embiid was healthy, when I thought we was coming in this series healthy, Miami ain't sniffing the finals because whoever they face, even if they happen to beat us, whoever they face is mopping them.
I agree with that
because the Bucks or Boston is mopping Miami.
This was.
What?
I mean,
go ahead, Tim. You got time to talk. You left the show because you couldn't talk. Now I'm giving you time to talk. What you got to talk about?
Right now, I'm not angry. I hope everybody
understands.
I'm not angry right now. I'm okay.
Not either.
The game, we lost the game. It's okay that we lost the game. They held serve. That's what they're supposed to do. We got to make sure we take care of the 2 games at home. If we take care of the 2 games at home, then it's the best of 3. And I like our chances with Joel Embiid as the starter. We can get 1 game in Miami. We still got 2 shots to get 1 game in Miami.
Me seeing Embiid not healthy is talking about Embiid not being concussed. I'm not worried about the hand. We saw what he did with the hand. The hand was hurt. He hit a game winner against Toronto. His hand was hurt when he dropped 30 and 13 or whatever in that final game. So he's shown he can play with that. And I'm also looking at it. If he come in and he's not concussed, you're talking about Embiid body has rested for a week. And we know when he comes in and he's rested, if he's cleared the protocol, I think Embiid will come in and dominate their first game.
Yeah. It's just like I don't know, when you have a concussion, like you got them headaches. I don't know if he's ready to bang. That's the only thing. Like, is he gonna be ready to bang like that down low like that?
My only problem, all right, when I feel y'all when we say with Embiid, we can win. Right now, we so behind. I don't know if we can catch up and win, because to me it doesn't feel like Miami turned that gear on. Like it feels like we didn't even push them to the limit where they said, you know what, let's turn this gear on because we gotta, we really gotta muscle up and beat this team. It was just like they was going through the motions. And I don't like that feeling. I don't like, well, all right, third quarter, get a little more lead, then all of a sudden fourth quarter, they just blow our doors off.
Yeah.
And that feeling right now is disheartening. It's a feeling like, I don't know if we can beat this team.
You got 2 super chats in there. Get it.
Good looking out. Ampu Mons with super chat. Ampu Mons said, we have too many. It just went past me. We have too many players that shouldn't be on NBA roster. Green, DJ, Cork, and 2 max players without max production. That's hard to overcome. I agree. Like we looking at these dudes as saviors, and at this point in the season, these unsigned G League players that we looking at as saviors, they can't do it. They can't do it.
Who's looking at them looking at them as saviors?
We are. We talking about Bassey could have came in and gave us some minutes. Paul Reed. We looking at these dudes. These dudes.
That's not saying somebody's savior. That's just saying that they're giving you better minutes than what DeAndre Jordan gives.
And Doc is doing what he's doing a lot. Like, he's trying to win. Like, the fact that he took Milton, she took Shake out the rotation today, and he only gave 1 minute, and that was in garbage time. And he said, "Okay, we're gonna go with Cork." And Cork tried. So it's like we just need B. We just missing our big man.
We got another super chat.
Mm-hmm.
You want to read it?
Oh, yeah, you can read it because I didn't scroll past it.
Good looking Starscream. Shout out to Starscream too. He said, "How y'all feel about Harden's 28 shots in 2 games?"
I got mixed feelings on it because, I mean, he like Ethan and them said, we had other players. Danny Green's supposed to be a shooter. Niang's supposed to be a shooter. That's their jobs to shoot. He got the ball to him. They was running that kind of zone trap. He got the ball to the open shooters. They couldn't hit. So, I mean, do you want to see him shoot more? Possibly, but at the percentage he's shooting, do you really want to see him just come out there jacking up shots?
No.
At first, I gotta admit, at first I want Harden shooting more. But it seems like the more he starts shooting, the worse he looks. Somebody said he's a 40% shooter. Do you want him shooting more? You really don't. You really don't. He don't have it. If he doesn't have it in his legs, him shooting more ain't gonna help him get in his legs. He's just gonna tire him out some more. Him the dribble, step back. So Harden right now, I believe Harden is giving you everything he got, and it just ain't enough.
Yeah. But if you really look at it, you heard Spoelstra say, "Let them see that wall." You see it when they had him right up. They had that wall where it was like 3. They had 3 people right there on Harden. It's only but so much you're gonna be able to do when you got 3 people screening you off. My thing is the way we had a little bit of success is take the ball out of his hand and let Maxey just keep cutting through that zone, and he was eating. That's what if I was Doc. That's what
Hey, listen, Mr. Miami fan. Since you want to talk about Adebayo clamps Bede. What does Adebayo get against Bede for the most part? I mean, I think Bede has won the most of the battles between the two of them. Let me see what for their careers. I gotta look it up. I'll tell you. But
who's James Dennis? Are you?
Well, guess what? The last game they played on March 5th, Bam had 6 points, 10 rebounds. Bede had 22 and 15. So, and mind you, all this was without Harden setting the place. Miami plays a lot of zone against Embiid. And we see these teams that play zone gave the Sixers a problem because they didn't have somebody to be a real facilitator and playmaker.
I don't agree, Alex Dickerson. You said, are you talking about James Harden when you say he's not asked to do that? See, this was my problem when we got Harden. And I asked everybody on here, if everybody remember when they were on here, I said, did y'all think y'all were getting Houston Harden? Because that was in my belief that we were getting Houston Harden. And in my belief, it was if Bede would miss a game or so, because we know how Bede gets injured. If he missed a game or two, can Harden carry us? To me, that was one of the reasons we brought him in here. And if he can't do it, why is he here? That's my whole thing. Why is he here? You could have got somebody else and traded away less to give you what Harden's getting. That's my whole point. You could have traded away less, kept the bulk of your team, and still got the same production. Because he's not the number 2 guy to carry a team and get you over a hump if B's not here. So to me, the trade was a problem if you traded him knowing this. And all y'all sitting here telling me y'all knew this during the trade. So obviously, if y'all knew it, Morey should have known. But I'm saying I didn't feel that way. I felt if Bede was hurt, I wanted Harden to give me 40 or at least 30.
How do you combat the shooting of Danny Green going 1 for 10? Like, I don't care how many superstars you got. If you're starting forward, is you giving them wide open shots and he's missing. He's literally 1 for 10. That's 10% that he shot. 3 points. That's it. And turnovers and missed dunks and layups and everything.
Danny Green's done. Listen, you was happy when we signed him. This is why I'm getting upset. You was ecstatic. You was screaming about how we signed Danny Green.
That's not true. I
guess it was. I didn't want him. I wanted the dude who didn't play that. He was up and down to see, but he was more of an athlete. The boy from Charlotte. What's his name?
Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, but I don't think it was a chance for them to get him though.
I wanted Oubre because he was more athletic and he was a bigger wing. He would help the athleticism and defense and rebound on his team. But you was ecstatic about the Danny Green stuff. You loved what he did.
First of all, you're saying about guys you wanted that there was no chance that we could get them. We did not have the cap. We do. We couldn't get them. We didn't have any cap space. We were able to sign some guys back because they was on our team already.
We could have given him 2 minutes. I don't think he got that much.
How you know what he's going to take? What you saying? What he was going to take less?
We already found out what he took from Charlotte. He didn't take a lot of money from Charlotte.
We didn't have a lot of money to give.
We gave Danny
because Danny was returning to our team. I think they was able to give him more money, give him that money because remember we're strapped cap. So it's certain money that you could give to your returning players that you can't necessarily go out and get a free agent.
And it's a shame we get this deep. Like, what were we? 4th, 5th seed? 3rd seed? What seed were we?
We were the 4th seed, but we was only 2 games away from being the number 1 seed because Miami finished with a record 53-29. We finished with 51-31.
I don't want to talk like it's over, but do you dismantle everything on his team and try to build around Harden and Bede? Because you have to bring Bede, you have to bring Harden back. You have to see maybe if Harden comes with a full season with training camp and everything and playing with the same team. Hopefully he can get a little spark back. Maybe his hammy hurt. Maybe he'll have no lift in his legs. I don't know. You have to bank on that because there's no way you can let Harden walk. So you probably got to get rid of everything. You'll just have, I think Thibel's in the contract. So you have Thibault, Harden, Matisse, and Bede. Then you got to try to build around that. And I think Niang's in the contract too because they just signed him this year. I don't know if it was a 1 or 2. Yeah, they signed Niang this year. They signed Niang.
I know what's his name was a 1-year deal. I wonder if it'd be a chance they could bring him back. DeAndre.
The last 4 years, the last 4 postseasons, the Eagles' biggest Achilles heel is they never had an appropriate backup big man for Embiid. And that's what's hurting us this year, like it hurt us last year and the years before. We
signed Drummond for that.
But we traded him. But
I honestly think that a lot of it got to do with the coaches doing dumb stuff. Look how many times we had Mike Scott coming on last year, like you said, when we had Bradley, and we had Paul Reed. That we said we had these two younger guys instead of trying to develop them and see what they could do. You running you running Mike Scott out there as your backup center. What kind of dumb stuff is that? That's goofy.
Yeah. You got what you got now. I mean, hold on. All right, you got what you got now, right? Is there anything you could do different in game 3 to get a win if Joel don't play?
Oh no, if Joel don't play, it don't matter. It's been that way for the Sixers all season. I at no point in time did I. That's why I said I don't care who they would have got for Ben Simmons or whatever else. If this team is Joel Embiid, I don't care who else they bring in here. If you don't have Joel Embiid, the Sixers are not winning.
I think from the beginning of game 3, you have to be very aggressive on defense. You have to trap. You can't let them just dribble the ball up. We got to expend all the energy like I said, like it's 2 minutes left on the clock in the 4th and we down 3. We got to play that aggressive all game in order to win without Joel Embiid. That's the only way I see it happen. You got to be, you got to trap time. You got to make these dudes make turnovers. You got to get easy baskets because our half-court offense ain't no good. You have to.
The way you beat the
I agree.
Is simply we got to make 3-point shots. I mean,
make open shots.
We our 3-point shooting.
They'll be home, so it'll be a little less pressure on them.
Our 3-point shooting is killing us this series. Today we shot 26%. They shot 48%. They hit double the amount. They hit 14. It was 14 to 29 from 3-point land.
And they hit a lot of theirs. You could see the Sixers are wore down and tired.
That's the whole thing. If you make your threes, you win. That's that. If you want to know how can we beat this team, hit 40% on the 3-point.
You're not doing none of that unless Embiid is suited up. You're not winning anything.
That these boys was missing shots. You can still make shots. They had open shots, a lot of open shots. They just wasn't hitting them. That don't got nothing to do with Embiid. They just didn't hit them.
No, David Carter. No, I don't. But I think you have to. But I don't.
I'm not bringing it back on the Supermax. I don't think I am. Not as. I would look to do a sign and trade if possible. But I mean, like I said, I felt like it was talkings and sayings that Harden may not actually ask for the Supermax because he still wants the Sixers to try to get some help in here because he know he ain't going to be the one to dropping that type of stuff. So, but that being said, listen, man, this is okay. Wasn't the Phoenix Suns up 2-0 to the Bucks? It didn't. Then the Bucks won that series, right? I'm just saying this to say Miami held serve at home. So if Embiid doesn't come back, all bets are off. But if Embiid comes back, basically Miami held serve at home. That happens all the time where a team wins their first 2 games at home, then on the road, then you get home and you get your home cooking and you do what you do.
But they're complete teams. We're not a complete team. The thing is, we knew we weren't a complete team when we made the trade.
I don't think they're all that complete.
Hold on. Remember when we made the trade, we kept saying we won't have no depth? You were saying that too, Wayne. We traded away our depth.
Yeah, so, but I don't think Miami is all that complete. Who's their big time scorer?
We don't have a 6-man. Who's our 6-man?
Every
team has a 6-man. Every team has a 6-man.
Every team has a stud scorer. They don't have a stud scorer. What Jimmy averaging, like 19 points? He averaged I'm sorry. Jimmy averaged 27 points against the bum Hawks last series. But he's playing on a bum leg. What does Jimmy usually average? Jimmy don't be averaging like 25, 30 points a game.
Dave and Danielle, they said, what did Maxey say? I don't know. What did Maxey say?
Maxey said we got to stop dancing with the ball in front of people. I got to find that comment.
Oh.
And some stuff is in context, so I got to see. I got to see how the question was asked. You know what I mean? Just like, that video, Tim, you was trying to send us this,
But I corrected.
Okay. My bad.
Well, JQ, the thing is, Embiid will come back on a week's rest. So, yes, his body will be well rested. If he's cleared concussion and he doesn't have any symptoms of a concussion, I'm not worried about the hand. The hand, he was still scoring and playing with the hand. Everybody play. Jimmy Butler playing on a bum knee right now. So everybody plays with some kind of nicks and injuries at this point.
It was a long night, though, man.
It was.
I saw some promising things. I really did. I'm okay with how Maxey played. To me, Maxey went to another gear tonight.
Hey, Alex, well, you could go bye-bye. I'm not hating on the Heat. Y'all not great. Y'all had one good run with this team. And I liked Miami before. I liked the D Wades and when they had D Wade and all them. I wasn't big on Brown and them, but I'm not going to come in here piping up your team. Go listen to Miami post game. We not sitting here kissing Miami behind. You tripping?
He did
Miami
say that.
ain't that great. They're not that great.
Said, all right. He
go downhill and go right at them. Go
So.
Downhill. And then once they help, spread out to our shooters or finish over the top. And then defensively, guard our yard.
My bad.
Fight again on Friday. And,
So hold on. Goku, you said Tobias was locked in the fourth. Tobias had at least 9 points in the fourth quarter. I remember they were talking about he came out, he hit like back-to-back threes. He went to the basket, got a hand one. Where was Tobias locked up in the fourth?
He did. Tyrese Maxey said, I quote, he said, one thing is you go right at him, attack him, don't dance. He said, play downhill, go with the ball, go right at him.
I said that. That was my comments. I just said that. I said what you got to do is put the ball in Tyrese head and go at these fools.
Listen, it ain't hating if that's what I see. Miami never scared me. I was more concerned about the Bucks or a full strength. Miami played a beat down. Both the teams they played against so far in the playoffs has had big injuries.
Tag Lisa Brown. We a poverty team. We'll never win a ring. The hate.
That's hate, Lisa. Lisa, where you from? Because that's hate. If you from Philly,
I just hope that these Miami fans don't do like Raj did, where they come in all hyped up after their team win, and then all of a sudden, the Sixers went back to back at home with Embiid, and all of a sudden you don't see them.
Yo, this is. I mean, look, we down 2-0.
Kyle Lowry.
We missed
Lowry.
Kyle Lowry. He would have.
Kyle Lowry will be the equivalent of Van Vliet if he was playing right now. They would attack him at every moment.
Listen, I give, props to Toby too. He's trying. I gotta, these dudes. Is he a little overmatched sometime in the moment? Yes.
He can't do it in the second half because in the first half he was 3 for 11. He was thinking.
He was in the second half. He started even at the end of the game. I think he had 2 threes in the fourth quarter or something like that to help boost his numbers up a little bit. But he kept playing.
I need a John Morant performance from Harden or from Maxey.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, that's what you need. That's what we need. We need somebody.
We need a star like to become
47-50 ball.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We listen. We can win back to back with Embiid. It's possible.
So you saying it's over? That's what you're saying.
My man G.
I'm saying
ain't winning back to back. Respectful.
If Embiid ain't playing, it's over. But if Embiid is playing, and this is me not see. Alex done made me start hating on Miami. I'm not going to hate on Miami like that because Miami has a great coach. Spo might be the best coach out there. It's debatable between him and Pop right now. I think Spo is the better coach. But if I'm looking at them and I'm looking at the Sixers, what'd you say?
You ain't gonna be saying that next series when they get.
But I'm not necessarily. But I just don't think that. I don't think that Miami is as talented as a team as I think Spo covers a whole lot of that stuff. There's no way Miami should have lost a game to Atlanta. When Atlanta was missing so many key pieces injured, they shouldn't even been close. It should have been an easy cakewalk for them.
But see, my problem was, and I told y'all, the only game we could have stole without Embiid was game 1. We could have tried to come up there and catch him off guard. That's why I was so upset when Doc started DeAndre Jordan, which I thought was a mistake.
Me
First
too.
of all, he ain't playing so long, and we got down so early. We bounced back. We was up like 1 point and a half. But that's the only game where you could have got some momentum, got something going, kind of surprised Miami a little bit and tried to steal the game. But now the surprise element is really out the window. So now it's just basketball now. Whatever tactics you're going to do, you could slip some stuff here and there. I'm talking about without Embiid. You could try to do some things here and there, but still in game 1.
Hey, Herb.
I question.
Still in game 1 to me was crucial.
I kind of question. Tyler Herro was cool and everything, but if you go after him, you can turn him over and you can force him to play defense, and he get real shaky. Did y'all see how when Maxey started taking to him, even Tobias Harris got a couple steals on him and everything. You actually can go at Tyler Herro, and he's not the same aggressive shooting person, like all-star like he appeared to be last game.
I think the Raptors was a better team than Atlanta was. So I mean, the Raptors went in. Didn't the Raptors go into the playoffs hot? Atlanta came limping in. So, hey, listen, y'all got a right to feel how y'all feel, Miami. Y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all winning. All I'm saying is, in my estimation, if Joel Embiid comes back and is cleared of any kind of concussion things, and he comes back, I see the Sixers winning 2 back-to-back.
Lisa, you better come back on Friday too, because you talking all this trash. She telling something. Yeah. You better hope.
Raj, want to see all y'all back in here. Raj highly upset over his Raptors getting pummeled like they did, but we here.
That's another.
We still got another game to play.
That's another thing too. That middle ain't so sweet if you got Embiid, who's possibly also a top defender in the league too. Who not possible, but is a top defender in the league too. In that middle, a lot of stuff you can get off the drive and kicks. You're not getting that when he's in there like that. So. We'll see. I just wish it was. I wish these teams could have played even strength. I think it would have been a lot. I think it would have been a good series to watch. It still can be.
Siakam is a sucker. He hurt us bad. That dirty play. He cost us. He might have cost us a championship. Going running with the elbows, fraud. All right. So right now we playing on we play again on Friday. Wayne, you said you think we're gonna win though, right?
I think we win Friday. If Embiid plays, I think we win. Yes.
I think if Embiid plays, we win too. But right now, what I'm looking at, everything I'm saying is hopes are not high right now for Embiid to play.
Well, I'm telling you, boy, if we just hit our shots though, for real. We just missing open shooters. Like Niang is a shooter. Green is a shooter. He can shoot. He can hit the corner 3. But they both been horrendous the last couple of games.
Honestly, though, I do think that because somebody mentioned about Jimmy J talked about the Celtics having 3 days off. It is crazy. Tim was talking about that earlier this week. I actually think if Embiid comes back, I think that actually hurts Miami more than anything else because they do still have, they still trying to nurse Lowry back in, and Jimmy his knee is still tender. So playing these games, he's just 1 day rest could hurt them. And the only reason I say it hurt them a little bit more is because Embiid has been off his feet for like a week now. So he's coming in with fresh legs. So that's the only reason why I'm saying that will be an advantage for the Sixers.
I just hope he's okay. Like he could take the abuse down low. All right, so we're gonna wrap this thing up as usual. Y'all got any final thoughts? How y'all think the boy John Morant yesterday? He put on the show yesterday.
Oh, he did. But they needed that to win that game, man.
They needed all of them points, every last one of them points.
We need something like that, so we'll see. And Doc, if we lose the series, Doc's going.
You know what else I did like about the night game though?
Is it fair? Is that fair?
As much as you could, like, you know what I did? Yeah. No, it is fair because Doc has done some dumb moves even before these playoffs, like we talk about with the young guys and everything else. So remember everybody was in the arms because Paul Reed was talking what he was talking about, going at him. But that when the Sixers did that, that's pretty much the same thing Tyrese Maxey's saying, right? Go at him. And the Sixers, when they was trying to make that run to get back, they started playing physical. It's like if the ref's going to let you play physical. So, but it looked like it wore them out though. But it's a different thing if you got your 7-foot dominant big man, best big man in the game down there moving people.
As much as we are critical of Doc had his team 2 games out of first place with the whole Embiid and I mean with Ben Simmons mess, trading for Harden. They literally was 2 games out of first place, and then you go up and you win 6 games, and 6 games you win against the Toronto Raptors, and now you play without Embiid. And if they wound up taking it to 6 and 7, you saying Doc still need to walk away?
He ain't gonna walk away. He's gonna get sent away.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I thought was interesting? Now, it's funny to me, Miami fans, y'all talking a whole lot. It was a lot of empty seats down there when the game started.
They don't got real fans. They got
like like the game started. It was like a half-filled stadium arena. What kind of stuff is that for the playoffs?
And average fans is like 80 years old, so they'd be dead by the second round of playoffs. They trash.
I'm looking forward to game 3. Philly gonna be packed. We're gonna be packed down here waiting for y'all.
And they usually say your role players play better at home, so we'll see.
All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You know we on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, the whole 9.
We see y'all Friday. Make sure y'all here.
Yeah, make sure all them frauds.
Win, lose, or draw.
All right, thanks for watching. We out, y'all.
Peace.